Hey Nugent, welcome to this week's Team Talk. I want to share a story with you about one of my most memorable moments doing high school or youth ministry. It was a Sunday morning and a parent came up to me and said, "Oh, Josh, thank you so much for your contribution on Friday night, for what you had said. It really hits home for my daughter. She really seems to have caught on to what you had said and the penny really seems to have dropped and there seems to be a marked difference in her life. So thank you so much." And quite honestly, I couldn't think of exactly what it was. And I can't even think of it now. But then this is the interesting part. The parent went on to say, my husband and I say this regularly, at least weekly. We try to affirm it and encourage her with it and kind of massage it into her life. But the pennies never really dropped. But you came along and you just dropped it once at one line on a Friday, and God seems to come and boom, and her heart has changed. And this is, let me be clear, not a reflection in any way, shape or form on me. It's a reflection on God. But what else it's a reflection on is that whether we like it or not as parents, teens, if you're a parent of a teen, teens need other adults other than their parents. Of course, they need their parents to love them, care for them, all that. But they also, very importantly, need adults who are not their parents to love them, care for them, invest in them, sow into their lives. And so, in fact, the stats coming out of America are saying that what makes a teen's faith sticky, or what makes them stay in community, invested in, knitted in, what makes their relationship with God stay healthy, particularly past the high school mark where there's traditionally a massive drop-off, the number one factor is the amount of meaningful relationships they have with adults who are not their parents, but adults who are already in the life of that community, who are loving them, caring for them, checking in on them, drawing them in, wooing them, pulling them back, kind of from all sorts of things post high school. This is such an important thing, and this isn't to say, parents, you aren't the primary disciples of your kids, because our stance on this. The God's stance on this is that you have the mandate of authority, and you have been mandated to be the primary discipler of your children. However, it just changes. The way in which you do this changes a little bit when you're a parent of a teenager. So there's currently a family in Riot, and these parents are masterful at this. It's not unusual for me to get a call or a message on a Friday saying, "Hey Josh, my daughter's just had a really tough week in terms of her friendship circles at school. She's really struggling. Why don't you just encourage her tonight? Maybe get some of the leaders around to pray for her and just even to speak to her and love on her." Or, "Hey Josh, my son isn't that keen to come to Riot tonight. You know what he can't say no to is if you ask him to do something. Why don't you just pop him a message and ask him to be a part of setting up or something like that?" Or, "Hey Josh, my son just had a tough week, and why don't you just encourage him tonight and just check in on him?" And this is masterful, because this family has understood that their teens don't necessarily want to have those conversations with them, but they do need to have those conversations, and they do need other adults in their lives who love them, care for them, want the best for them, etc., etc. And so all this to say, guys, we have launched a Sunday fellowship group aimed specifically at teens. This is led by Michael and Rebecca van der Spey, who have both worked with high schoolers before in high school ministry at Riot, and are surrounded by a team who also have high school ministry and youth working experience. More than experience, they have massive hearts for teens, and we're so excited. It launched this past Sunday, and we're so excited for what is to come of it. And what I want to encourage you, if you're not a part of that group and you're a teen, you have an amazing opportunity to go and connect with other teens who are like-minded, who want to put Jesus first in their lives. If you're a parent of a teen, this is such an opportunity for your teens to make meaningful and significant friendships with their peers, but also with other adults who love them and care for them and are going to invest in their lives. So if you even know a teen, this is a great space to point them towards on a Sunday. I know for many of us, for many of you, this thing of serving teens in a Sunday fellowship group space has been challenging, and this is could be somewhat of a solution or somewhat of the answer for you. I want to encourage you to point your teens towards there, drop them off. So the details is 9:15 till 11 on Sunday mornings. Venue still to be confirmed. The last one is here at the Refinery, and it might be there again. But for any other information, please reach out to Michael or Rebecca van der Spey, or even myself. I can point you in the right direction. And just to say, this is such an exciting thing that has been launched, and we're so excited for how it's going to serve the teens in the New Gen community. God bless. Have a wonderful week.